watching Ready Steady Eat, and I'm your gourmet guru Saloni, and today I'm going to show you how to make the classic caramel custard. This is a perfect dessert to end any meal. Watch till the end for some great tips. So over to my kitchen and let me show you what you'll need for this. For the caramel, you will need 175 grams of sugar, 80 ml of water. For the custard, you will need a 600 ml whole milk, 150 grams of caster sugar, 3 egg yolks, 1 vanilla bean or 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So I'm going to take the milk and I'm pouring it into a saucepan. To this I'm going to add 1 vanilla pod. I'm going to add the beans of a vanilla pod. So what you do is that you've got to slice it from the center like this, and we're going to scrape the vanilla seeds from this. If you don't have vanilla pod, you can even add vanilla extract. I'm also adding the pod itself. We're going to heat the milk and let it come to a simmer. While the milk is coming to a simmer, we're going to start with the next step. So we're going to make the caramel. So in a pan on a medium flame, I'm going to add the sugar. To this I'm going to add a little bit of water and let this cook till caramelized. Don't stir it, just give it a little shake like this and you will know that it is caramelized once it turns a little golden brown, and before that you'll see a little bubbles forming. So now what I'm going to do is, now you can see that the milk is simmering. So I'm going to now switch off the gas. So now we're just going to leave it with the lid on so that the flavor and the aroma of the vanilla gets infused into the milk. You want to stay right close to this so that, and you make sure that you don't walk away at this stage because you don't want the sugar to burn. You can see that this has got a lovely golden color now, and I'm going to remove it from the flame now. Be careful, you don't want to touch this. So with a spoon, you're going to slowly add it to your molds. It's very hot, so be careful. Now we pour them into our molds and we're going to set them aside so that they cool down a little and they'll harden. You'll also notice that these molds have become very hot because of the caramel, so be very careful. So now I have preheated the oven to 160 degrees centigrade, and now we're going to make the custard. So for the custard, we're going to take eggs, the whole eggs and the yolk along with the caster sugar, and we're going to whisk it till it's light and creamy. You can see how light and frothy it's become, and the color has also changed. Now this is done. So now we're going to pour our milk into this. The milk is still slightly warm, so we're going to slowly add it. And while I'm adding it, I will gradually beat it as well. Our custard batter is now ready, and now I'm going to strain it. So now it's time to pour it into our molds. Now I fill my molds with the caramel custard. I'm going to show you how to make two methods. One is by steaming and the other is by baking. So these 4 little molds that we have, we're going to bake it. Into the container, I'm going to add hot water which I've just boiled, and the water should reach about half the height of the molds. And now I'm going to cover this up with a foil. Just make a little fork over here to let the steam out. Now I'm going to cover this up also with the aluminium foil. So I've added some steaming water here into my steamer, and I have put my tin into it, and I'm going to now cover the lid. And now we're going to let it steam on a slow flame for about 40 minutes. But before that, we need to keep checking to see whether it's done or not. It's now been 30 minutes now in this, so we're going to just check whether it's done. Be careful when you're opening the lid, and also be careful because there's a lot of steam. Now we're going to insert a knife like this and check whether it's done. Now if it comes out clean, that means the caramel custard is done. And now we're going to switch off the flame and let it cool for a bit before we put it into the fridge to set. So now this has been baking for about 40 minutes. This is done. Be careful when you open it because there's a lot of steam. Now we're going to check this, and you can see that this is also done. Now keep it in the fridge to cool. Both the caramel custards are ready. This is the one that we steamed, and these are the ones that we baked. So now the moment of truth, and we're going to plate it. Run a knife all around the tin like this, and we need to loosen out the custard from the tin. You can see that it is loosened up from the bowl. Take the bowl put it on top of this and turn it around. And now for these little ones, you do the same thing. Loosen them up a little bit. Remember I told you to watch till the end for a special tip? Well, I'm going to show you now how to decorate them. I've made these lovely cream roses, which I'm going to top on top of each caramel like this, and I'm going to garnish it with some whipped cream and strawberries. This is truly divine. It's really amazing. Try it and let me know how it turned out in the comment section below. I'm sure all your loved ones at home will be delighted. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Ready Steady Eat for more such simple and easy recipes. So this is me, Saloni, signing off. Bye-bye.